Hello, greetings everyone. This is Dheeraj from Anviz technical team, and I heartily welcome everybody who's attending this training. So we can have some brief on the CrossCheck Cloud features. So before that, I would like to show you some of the brief introduction on the company. So being the world-class manufacturer and the world-class leader in the biometrics, Anviz is having a vast experience of more than 15 years in the market. We are having our global R&D center and global operations center at China, and we do have our office in USA and a manufacturing base at China. We are having a presence across 100 plus countries, and a project that we have covered is more than 200,000 plus projects on ground. We do have our patented algorithms, more than 200 patented algorithms that we are having on our name. The major core algorithm is BioNano, which is a core algorithm for fingerprint for facial verification as well as the iris verification. We do have our video intelligence analysis, that is RVI, that is real-time video intelligence. That is our patented algorithm for surveillance products. We have our own cloud platform, like on which we have built our cloud application as well. And we have integrated our application with multiple ACPs as well. So this is the brief introduction of the Anviz. This is a complete journey of Anviz since 2005 to 2022, where we have multiple milestones in the journey. Like the milestones, for example, in 2015, we launched a UTake. It's a completely separate business unit for small, medium enterprises, as well as for residential projects, residential access control solution. In 2019, we launched a separate business unit on the name of CQ365, which was specially launched, specially started considering the access control on cloud solution. And then in between, we launched multiple product lines. Like in 2020, we launched our AI facial recognition products, as well as some of the products. Like in 2013, we launched our surveillance products in the market. So this is our complete journey since 2005 to 2022. As I was telling you, there are multiple business units under the umbrella of Anviz. The first business unit and the important business unit is Anviz, which is focusing on enterprise security products and solutions that covers fingerprint biometrics, like face verification, as well as iris verification and RFID solutions as well. Specially designed for time maintenance and access control. UTake is designed and is completely focusing on consumer products, DIY products for small, medium, as well as for residential solutions, access control solutions. And Secure 365, as I said, like it's completely integrated SaaS solution for access control projects and all. Anviz especially focusing on access control and time maintenance solutions, which covers RFID base, which covers fingerprints, which covers facial verification as well as iris verification products for access control and time maintenance purpose. We do have intelligence surveillance products and solutions as well in Anviz Kitty. So that is a separate solution for surveillance products and all. This is a technology structure where we are having multiple platforms clubbed together so that we can provide a solution kind of thing to the market. So that multiple platforms are like ACPs, AI, device management, event management, user management, video intelligence, access control, time maintenance, security platform, and other products, other solutions that we have covered under Anviz IoT cloud platform. We are using number of communication modes starting from Bluetooth, starting from Zigbee and Wi-Fi and 4G LTE and other communication modes for communicating devices with the multiple communication modes. As I said, like we are into fingerprint-based, RFID-based, time maintenance and access control solutions, as well as we have our own surveillance product solutions for market. And we do provide small, medium enterprises solutions like smart home solutions. Then we are having multiple channel partners from where like we are placing our products into the market, starting from Amazon and Google Assistant and other things that we are tied up with them. core algorithms or core technologies under the brand of Anviz. So the BioNano is very important and a patented algorithm for biometrics that covers algorithm for fingerprint, that covers algorithm for face verification and iris verification as well. Then RVI is a real-time video intelligence. It's a patented surveillance algorithm from Anviz, where we cover smart imaging, smart streaming, and storaging, as well as AI algorithms for multiple AI like video intelligence and other things. And we do cover our data security and data privacy as well, where we take care of the data getting stored on the devices as well as getting stored on the cloud platform. So that is our main motto, to provide a secure data solution to the market. Our global presence across the globe, across the world, like more than 4 global offices, more than 300 employees who are working for you to provide the base solutions to the market. We are having 100 plus distributors on ground who are providing our devices, who are supplying our devices to the market. 30 plus technical partners who are on ground, who are uh, supporting to the people, supporting to the customers for implementation and installations. 2000 plus resellers and 50 plus system integrators who are performing installation and services on ground to the consumer. Major success stories like Mexico government, where we have provided, we have covered 1000 plus sites and 100,000 plus staffs for their access control and time attendance purpose. Top 20 universities, which we have implemented projects on cloud-based platform for time attendance purpose, where we are covering like 150,000 plus students and doctors across the country. There are some projects like total security solutions for global offices, a corporate project that we have covered, where we are taking care of the attendance of 50,000 plus staff across more than 30 global branches. Some of the global events that we participate from our side, like global expos, like Intersec and other expos that we take care from our side, so that we can be in the market, we can convey our solution to the consumers, like what are the technologies that we are coming with, what are the advanced solutions that we are coming with, that we convey through the global expos, as well as we cover the road shows to the consumers, to the customers, where we take care of the conveying all the technical solutions to the customers, as well as we provide training to the customers through road shows. We do provide public trainings. Now, this is one of the public training that we are conducting online right now. So in the same way, we are having public trainings for customers. Number of training videos and number of training recordings are available on our website as well as on YouTube channel. Then coming to the today's content, like today's training agenda, there are 2 points that we are going to cover in today's training. First is report generation on CrossChex Cloud and the employee mode, or you can say employee login. So that is a complete employee login, employee self-service portal that we are going to launch. We have already launched to the customer, where employee can log into their own portal and they can check their attendance, they can check their shifts, they can request for overtime leave and the manual, like they can ask for the correction in the attendance data from their own portal. So let's cover one by one topic. So the report generation, again, this is very important feature of CrossChex Cloud, where multiple customers are raising their queries, like how to generate reports, what kind of reports they will be able to get from the CrossChex Cloud. So I will be going to show you the report, like how to generate reports, and I will show you some of the features, like from where we can generate reports, but from where we can export the reports from the CrossChex Cloud. So for that, you have to create your own login to the CrossChex Cloud application, either on US server or AP server or European server. Once you create your own login, you can connect the device, install at any location, and the device should have the proper internet connection. I have shown this like device connection and other features in last training sessions, where you can refer those training sessions to connect the device, to configure the device on CrossChex Cloud. Once you configure the device, once you configure the employees, once you create the shifts, and once you assign the shift to the users, then based on the data coming from the users, from the devices, the software application will show you the data in multiple formats. That is what we can call it as a report. So for report, we have to log into the CrossChex Cloud using the admin option. So you should use your email ID and password which you have created at the time of account creation. So once I log into the portal, log into the CrossCheck Cloud application using my email ID and password, I can go to the application and I will be landed on the dashboard page. So at the top, you will get all the menus. So from the dashboard, you can go to the records page where you can see multiple records coming from the devices, and then you can generate the reports from the records page again. I will show you. So once I go to the record, I will get the timesheet option. So in timesheet option, you can see multiple transactions coming from the devices to the CrossCheck Cloud. So this is the basic feature where you can see the raw data coming from, or the raw transactions coming from the devices to the CrossCheck Cloud application. So you can see the name of the employee ID, then the department, then the date, and the time at which the employee has punched the attendance, and on which device that employee has punched the attendance, that you can see in the option on the page. And there is an option to export the data, or you can just click on the search and you can get the records. And once you get all the records, you can export the data using the export timesheet option. So once you export data, the data will be exported into the Excel format, and you can check in the Excel like all the transitions which are available on the CrossCheck Cloud, that will be available on the Excel format. Now the second page is time attendance report. This is much advanced page where you can get the reports, like I can say the data coming from the devices, the logs or the records are converted into the reports based on the schedule assigned to the user, based on the shift assigned to the user. And you can search the data from the search option. You can select the date and time, and you can click on the search, and you will get all the transitions related to that particular employee or for all the employees. And using the export option, you can export the data into the Excel formats. Now, if there are any exceptions, if there are some problems with the data, then you can get the particular transition in highlight mode. So for example, the first transition on this page, where you can see there is no out punch. So you are getting the particular transition highlighted in the pink color. So this is exactly you will get it. Now there are two options basically. One, maybe there can be two reasons behind it, like why you are getting the exception on the report. Like first is either that employee has not punched the attendance on the time, like in time and out time, both either of the time, or that employee has not been assigned with the time schedule. So these can be two causes. These can be two reasons behind you are getting the exception in the report. So once you sort it out, you can get the actual report. And if you are getting the actual report, you can export the report into multiple formats. There are a number of formats that we have given. So you can export into the current data report, or the records report, or the monthly attendance report, which is again the base report that we have provided, where you can see the monthly report in an Excel format. And it will be a summary of a month with a day-wise report. Then there is attendance exception report, which is again the exception report, like in which you can see the anomalies, or you can see the abnormal things, like you can, if there are any miss punches, or if there are any wrong punches done by the user at wrong time, then you can get it in the exception report. In the same way, we have given you the option for overtime report and the request report. So the overtime report and request report are the reports once the user is doing some overtime, or once the user is applying for any request, like that can be the overtime request, that can be the attendance correction request, or that can be a leave request. Then you can get the report from get that data into the request report. Moving further, like you can export the report into the Excel format. Once you click on the export, the report will be exported into Excel format. You can open the Excel format, Excel report, and you can see the data in this way, where you can see the device name as well as at the time at which that user has punched on a particular day. These are the other reports report format that you can see, like on a daily basis, how many working hours that employee has covered, that you can see it here. Some exception reports. Then this is the report for overtime requests or any other requests. You can see the request here. If you are an admin, once you log into the admin user, you can see the request, like there is a separate tab that is request tab, in which you can see the requests, or you can see the applications coming from multiple users, and then you can take a decision on that, whether to approve it or whether to reject it. And then accordingly, the data will be updated into the report. So these requests can be the overtime request, these requests can be the leave request or the time correction or the shift request. So I will show you that as well. Like once you log in as a user, you will get the request option on your page. Now coming to the employee mode, this is again much awaited feature that we were to launch for the market. This is the employee login or employee mode, I can say, where the employee can log into the portal using his own user ID and password. Then being an employee, I will be able to see my own data, like my attendance, my number of things, like my exceptions and everything. I can apply for the request, and then this way I will show you the page here. So here, once you open your uh, cloud application, you will get two options. One is the admin option, one is the employee option. So to log into the employee login, you have to select the employee option, and then you need to remember your company ID. So company ID is available in the admin portal. Under the setting option, you can get the company ID, which you have to provide to your employees, to your users, so that they can use the company ID and their username password, like their email ID and their password, or their user ID and password, like employee code and password, or log into their own portal. So once I use the company ID, my employee ID and password, I can click on a sign in, and then I will go into the employee page. But before that, like where you can set the employee details, like employee login details, you have to log into the admin portal. You have to go to the organization and employees, and on any employee, you will be getting the role setting option, where you can set the role, like either that employee is an employee, like role will be the employee, or that role will be the the admin also, that you can select here as an employee role, and then you can set the password for that employee. The same password will be used to log into the employee portal. So here I will use the company ID, I will use my employee ID and the password which is set at the time of employee configuration. And once I click on the sign in, I will be landed on my own dashboard, where I can see multiple things in graphical manner, like my late comings, my early goings, my absence, my overtime, my exceptions. I can see my records, everything. I can see my month wise the graphical representation of my data that I can see on my own dashboard. Then in timesheet, I can see my shifts assigned to me. So where I can, I can see my own shifts, like which has been assigned by the admin. I can see my upcoming shifts. I can see my, the past shifts as well. Then in my request option, I will be getting the request option for multiple things, where I can see, like I have mentioned here, like if the user forgot to punch in or out, the record could be recovered in the request manual, like request manual record. So request manual record is the feature given for the attendance correction. Let's say I missed my punch in the morning and I want to correct that attendance, or I want to do my manual entry from my portal. Then I can log into my portal, and then I can go to the my request, and where I can get the add option, like request manual record, where I can enter my data, and then this request will go to the admin person to approve or reject it, so that the admin person can take a decision whether to approve this entry or not. Again, this is the leave request, where I can select a leave type, particular leave type that we have given multiple default leave types, out of which the employee can use leave type. There is option of all day, or you can, like your user can or your employee can apply for leave for a particular time frame as well, like for 2 hours or 3 hours. He can select the time and date and time, and he can put the notes as well. Now this is overtime request where I can select if suppose I'm doing my overtime, but I somehow I missed to punch at the time of overtime. I just did my regular punches like in and out, but I didn't punch my overtime. Then I can punch my, or I can request my overtime from my application. Now here I can select the date. I can select time, like from which time to which time I've done my overtime, the number of hours, and then I can put my notes, and then I can apply for the overtime. Now this again, this application will go to the admin for the approval purpose. Now in this way, you can see multiple requests coming from the users into the admin panel. So once I log into the admin panel, admin portal, like I will be getting all the requests in the request page, on the request page, basically in the attendance tab. So I can see the overtime request, I can see the leave request, I can see the shift requested, or if there are any changes in the shift, that I can apply for the shift request as well. So I can take a call whether to approve it or reject it. That is in the hands of the admin person. So this is what actually I wanted to show you. Let me show you the same things on the portal, on the live portal. So I hope you are able to see my screen. Here I have logged into the admin portal on my cloud application, where I can see a dashboard with multiple things like late coming employees, early going employees, absence, overtime, and other exceptions. I can see online, offline devices, and the other details as well, like monthly attendance graph and everything. The main thing, like I can go to the records, and then in records I can see the raw data, like in time card report, I will be able to see the raw data coming from the devices, that is the logs coming from the devices. I will show you some of the logs of old dates. So once I click on the search, I can search it by the user ID, I can search it by name, I can go for the records of particular department as well, or I can download, or I can export these logs into the Excel format. Once I click here, the records will export into the Excel format. So it may take time based on the number of records are there in the particular month or the selected time frame. Okay, then going to the time and attendance report, I can search the records, and I can export the reports into multiple formats. So let me show you that. So here you can see the attendance data calculated based on the shift assigned to the user, shift timings, and based on the in time and out time punch by the user. So in this way, I will be able to see the attendance data. I can export into multiple formats. Let me share you the whole screen. Okay. Now, once I click on the export format, I can export into multiple format. Let's say monthly report. So I can select a format, like in which format I want to export the report. That can be the Excel, CSV, or other formats. And then I can click on the export. So I have already exported few of the reports that I will show you here. Like this is the monthly data, where I can see the month-wise summary, the day-wise, I can say the number of working hours per day. Then based on that, the actual present times, actual duty time in hours, and actual late time and early time, that you can see it here. So these are the sample data, sample reports. So you might be getting some of the like you can say not structured data here, but once your users start using it in a proper way, you can get the reports in the proper format. some of the other reports. In this way, you can see the reports. Like this is again the record report, where I can see the employees, employee ID, department, date, time, and on which device that user has punched the attendance. So this is what actually I wanted to show you. Now let me log into the uh, like okay, this is the admin panel, so I can go it in attendance, and then I can okay, let me show you something other. So here I'm using some other portal here, where I can log into the cloud portal. I can go to the attendance page, and here I can see the request option, where I can see the request coming from the users. I can take a call whether it is whether to reject it or whether to approve it. I can take a decision here. Now let me log into the user portal, like employee mode. Now here I will get two options, admin option as well as employee option. I will go to the employee option, then I can enter my user ID and password. Once I click here, I will be able to log into my own portal. So this is my own portal where I'm able to see my name, my other details like my in time, out time, my late comings, absence, and overtime and other exceptions. Now this is quite new portal, new login user that I have created. So you might not be getting the exact data. In timesheet, I can see my shifts assigned to me. I can request for the shift change as well. In my request, I am able to see the number of requests that I have done from my side. So now this request is there at the admin level, where like admin will take a call, or the HR will take a call whether to approve it or reject it, and based on that, this will be shown as a pending, or this will be shown as a approved or so. So still, if it is in pending state, you can cancel it by the time. Then here there is option to add. I can go for the request manual record, so I can apply for the manual entry. I can apply for the leave request, or I can apply for the overtime as well. So once I click on the leave request, I will be able to see the multiple options here. I can select the whole day or a particular time in a day. Then I can select the leave request. I can put the comments, and I can confirm it here. So in this way, I have done my second request as well. Let me log out and log into the admin login. So once I go to the admin login, I will go to the attendance and then request, where I can see the request coming from the users. Then I can take a decision whether to approve it or reject it. In this, I can take a call on this. And in records, we have already gone through the reports and everything, where I can see multiple reports, like the overtime reports and the request report, that I can see it here. So this is what actually today's agenda, like where I wanted to show you the multiple things related to the CrossCheck Cloud and the reports available in CrossCheck Cloud. So if any doubts, any queries, you can raise it on chat box, or you can raise it in Q&A session. I will be happy to clear the doubts and queries. Yes, Richard, you can ask me the queries here in chat box or on Q&A session, so that I can answer those queries. Okay, if any questions, you can drop us an email at support@anviz.com, and me and my team will be available to help you out for your queries. We will be happy to resolve your queries. Still, if you want to visit our website, you can go on our website like anviz.com, and where you can get the support page where you can see multiple options which can be useful for you, which can be helpful for you. Like when you are having any doubts and query, you can refer to the documents available in the download page. You can go to the trainings page and you can see the old recording videos which can be helpful for you to get your queries resolved at your end only. There is a FAQ page where you can type your question and you can get the related questions and their respective answers. Again, those will help you out for resolving your queries. And still, if you are having any doubts, you can just create your ticket, support ticket, and the team will be available to resolve your queries anytime. So if any doubts now, you can raise your queries here in Q&A session or in chat box. I will be happy to answer your queries. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate your time that you have given for this training. And if any questions, any queries, you can reach at us anytime. So we will be helping you out for your solution. Thank you so much. Thanks all.